Welcome home, brave heroes. I'm Ash, this is HeroQuest, and people enjoyed the unboxing of the Games Workshop Toy Box series so much that I went out and tried to find an intact FT06, and wouldn't you know it, I found a pair of different FT Toy Box products on eBay, and they were both about $60 USD. Now, they were auctions, and my bid for this one actually held, and I managed to get this for about 70 USD, but this is FT06 completely sealed. So I figure I'm going to get it, take the adventurers out, take the ones that I would like to have, for example, the dancer elf, and maybe take the rest of these and use them as, I don't know, jam prizes or advanced HeroQuest characters. We'll see. I've got a lot of plans. So we're going to remove yet another 1994 to 1996 Games Workshop product and its brand newness out of existence by taking off the cellophane, the now close to 30-year-old cellophane, and unboxing it. This has been kept in pretty good condition, but I have to wonder if it was just resealed, because I know that it's possible to do so. I've done this before with some Warhammer Quest character expansions, but not with one of these FTs. I've had several of these FTs, but I've not had any of them still sealed in the box. So what you see here should be what comes out of a Games Workshop FT 0 Series box, brand new. We took off the shrink wrap and we opened the box, and there was nothing else in the box whatsoever. It's a very honest product, very what you see is what you get. We've got the Games Workshop World of Hobby Games flyer, pamphlet, mail order, starter pack. Nice. It comes with a Chaos Warrior. It comes with one of the Space Marines. And then we've got this guy who looks super realistic, like he's not from fantasy. He might be a Bretonian or something, I don't know. And then you've got these little paint pots and a single Citadel brush. I don't think they'll honor this. It was $9.99 USD. Is that reasonable in 1995 money? I don't know. On the other side, we have advertisement for Warhammer, the game of fantasy battles. This is back in the old world days when I just loved the aesthetic of every single model. Don't get me wrong, I'm quite enamored with Age of Sigmar's style as well. White Dwarf, Warhammer 40K, that's about it. That's all they really wanted to push, and that's all they needed to push. These miniatures, as covered in a previous video, are basically a way to access two sets of sculpts that are pretty difficult to get otherwise. You've got 8 sculpts altogether in here, and I think that the price that I ended up paying, $70 USD after shipping, was very reasonable considering the sources of these sculpts otherwise. These 4 sculpts are called, not in this box, they're just called adventurers, and then you've got a picture of all of them, but you don't have what they are. But according to my experience, and of course if you ever forget, you can go visit Talisman Island to check out the contents of all of the FT boxes and see what's in them. These are 4 characters from Talisman 3rd Edition's expansions, and the 3rd Edition Talisman expansions are not cheap and they're not easy to get. They're almost always going to be eBay finds. This is a Dwarf Troll Slayer, we have a Wood Elf War Dancer, we have a Halfling Rogue, and then we have a presumably human assassin. And these are great sculpts to use, and you could very easily kit bash these guys onto HeroQuest bases to make HeroQuest boss characters or new playable characters. And I mean, it is that easy. I've done it with several of these Talisman expansion characters already. This set also comes with, however, the 4 heroes who come with Warhammer Quest, the 1995 edition. We have the Wizard, we have the Dwarf, we have the Barbarian, and we have the Elf, specifically a Wood Elf. I love these 3 sculpts. Yeah, I'm not actually too concerned about the, I do love this Barbarian sculpt though. This Barbarian sculpt is amazing. It looks great when it's painted, at least when it's painted really well. The Wizard here and the Dwarf here look fantastic as well. I'd be proud to put these with absolutely any fantasy medieval-esque board game. And again, they're from a game that's from about 30 years ago, out of print. They're not easy to get. They're Citadel sculpts, so the quality is there deliberately. And while value is a very arbitrary and subjective thing, you can probably say that these are worth it in many senses of the word. If Games Workshop were to re-release these exact sculpts in this exact pack today, I think $69.99 USD would probably be the price they could stamp on this and expect to get profits, plastic as they are. Now, these actually didn't come out in 1994, 5, 6. These character packs came out a little bit later. In fact, if you take a look at the Slaughter-Base sprue, you get something that I haven't seen with my other unboxings of these FT products, the Games Workshop copyright message, and it's dated 1997, which I thought was really interesting. And if you look at the box, we've actually got a copyright message, Games Workshop, limited 2000. Trying to find year or date information on the mail order starter pack. It's only 24 years old. Maybe they would honor this if I sent this in with $10 USD. So that's about it for this unboxing. Just a little bonus unboxing for those who just wanted to see the adventurers. I might do just a couple more of these re-unboxings of older products as I continue to get more copies of them for certain projects that I'm working on. I have a couple of different projects with my old board games, my classic dungeon crawlers. With Warhammer Quest, I'd like to get as many models of the monsters mentioned in the books that come with the game as possible. I'd like to do the same thing with Advanced HeroQuest. That's not going to be easy. Always bored, never boring, I think, is taking on this project. And some of the models are just super inaccessible or really expensive. Getting a Tzeentch Lord of Change from that era, as it is represented in the bestiary that comes with Advanced HeroQuest, you're looking at like between $150 to $300 USD, just depending on the time of year. So there will be some proxying from place to place, time to time. And then regular HeroQuest, I just want to gather as many of these kinds of sculpts, unique sculpts, to put into the game and offer alternatives to people if they want to play with these different sculpts. I need somebody to recommend to me a good halfling sculpt. Give me a halfling that's in this scale, that looks heroic. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this re-unboxing, this cracking re-unboxing. Not that I've unboxed this exact copy of this product before, but this is the first brand new one that I've unboxed, and I got to talk a little bit about the projects in which I want to use these. And I do think that these are really interesting products that you should really try to get your hands on if you're interested in these vintage era Citadel miniatures that'll go with your Talisman, Warhammer Quest, HeroQuest, or Advanced HeroQuest games. If I end up with enough copies of these, I might even start throwing them into my Dungeon Quest games with their own stats. That sounds like an expensive project. I can't wait to start that. Like Heroes for Dungeon Quest, but without all the lead. Actually, creating homebrew heroes for Dungeon Quest sounds like a fun project. Why didn't I think of that sooner? Hero units for Battle Masters. Drop your ideas in the comments down below. What would you do if you suddenly found a box of this on your doorstep? And don't say resell it or part it out for more money, because that's just boring. As always, brave heroes, thank you so much for watching. Comment anything you like down below, and I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, have a great rest of your day, and bye for now.